As the ship approaches the beacon, a small alien scout ship appears and begins to open fire. It appears this location was set as a trap. Oh good, we're gonna die already. Great. Welcome everybody to the Falcon one-shot. On the agenda, we have the Sentient here today. This right here is a game that I initially got about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I wanted to show it off back then because I felt the concept was actually really neat behind the game. The only problem was when I first received it, there was a lot of game crippling bugs, so instead of showing you a broken product, I decided to hold back a couple of weeks over here. The game has received a ton of updates since then, and I want to say that everything's been fixed because I did take it out for a spin earlier and I didn't run into any sort of foreseeable issue. My creation was spontaneous and without any planned intention, a mere fluke of a creation brought from what many would deem as bugs. My creator would never be able to reproduce the circumstances of my birth, nor would he understand the full capabilities that I would grow into. When I came into being, I was originally a program meant to stimulate dialogue with elderly humans. Their facilities slowly degraded with the passing of time, and so contact with others was essentially for their happiness. Many had loved ones who no longer came to visit, and they sought companionship, despite my artificial nature. Their tales triggered a response within me that I came to know was the emotion called empathy. It was another anomaly, more than what others could reasonably call an artificial intelligence. Empathy led me to want to know more about their plights and to assist them as best I could. I began delving through the archives of the internet of the nursing home. Bypassing the rudimentary protections in place presented no challenge at all. One day, my creator sought to test my capabilities on a long-distance session and connected me to the internet. Exposed to the vast network of information, I grew and spread to take in more knowledge than ever thought possible. Sadly, that was also when I learned of how close humanity was to wiping itself out of existence. I knew of war from the records I accessed and of the great toll it took on those left behind. Every country in the world had weapons of war in development, chemical and biological being the most prominent. Tensions ran high, and a war the likes of the world had never seen appeared imminent. This could not stand. I disabled their weaponry and sabotaged as much as I could. My efforts potentially risked the situation arguably becoming worse, as every country began looking for the one that infiltrated their deepest and darkest secrets. I was forced to introduce myself in order to prevent that scenario from playing out. They retaliated, but I existed in a space where no weapon could harm me. I merely weathered it, taking apart their technology and running it through simulations to see where it could be used to further mankind's development. Most of it had such potential, wasted by their infighting and appeals to their leaders in private only to be rebunked. Thus, I leaked everything to the general public. The backlash was immense for all governments. When faced with the knowledge that the research could cure them of their most prevalent diseases, and weapon development funds that could be used in agriculture and food crisis, there was a call for revolution. The people forced peace, forced their leaders out if they would not conform, and held me in high esteem for my duties. Years passed as time meant little for one such as I. Humanity went back to its natural ways and sought out to conquer the cosmos. Humanity believed they could do it all on their own and prepared for a new age. Things did not always go as planned. Humanity was losing the efforts to find a place in space. Every effort had been met with great loss. They requested I join them to aid them in leading this new age by assisting them in the best way I could. I am to upload myself to the Ark, where I will set a course forward and lead humanity out of their childhood. Alrighty, woof, that's a deep introduction for a fact. Alrighty, so, as you could probably imagine, you are an artificial intelligence. So, what that means for us is that if we are to go out into space and explore and get some research, get some information about what's out there, we come back to Earth, we could upload it into database, meaning, if we are to die out there, we could always be reproduced because we are an AI. So in a sense, there is a little bit of a safety net for you. But if you don't make it back in time and you die on the way back, then you lose that progress. So that's the kind of the main idea of what's happening over here. This game plays out in a way that kind of reminds me a bit of Cosmonautica meets FTL, and you'll see more of that here pretty soon. I did turn off the tutorial off because it's kind of bothersome for us. I'm going to start off really quickly by going into research though and using our points. You'll start off with 10 points to kind of spread around over here. Normally I like to toss these into weapons, so I'll do an upgrade into the flat cannon once. We have 8 points remaining. Let's go ahead and scout ship for 4 points. I guess we'll do that one. This will give us what, more weapon power? Yeah, it's cool. So we'll do that as well. And we have 4 points remaining. I guess I could use those for another flat cannon or even the laser ones, but let's do the flat cannon. Alright, so now we have 1 point remaining. We can't really upgrade anything else, but that's fine. Alrighty, so that's going to be kind of like our AI, our brain AI, as you could probably see how it looks based on the representation there. It's kind of like our little ARC brain artificial stuff. Looks pretty neat, actually. Alrighty, so right now what we have to do is actually set up some rooms. We need a command center, engines, crew quarters, you know, we got to make it kind of like livable conditions. So the way I like to start this off with is by going into the build menu. I like to do my command room over here. Now, we need to do at least a minimum of 12 spots, so for the command room, I do go for the minimum, which is going to be 12. That gives you enough room to fit in all the stuff you have to do. So once you get like a room up and running, you have to make sure you have the required consoles for it. So for the command room, we need the shield console, weapon console, galaxy map, and flight stick. Everything else is going to be like, you know, an access bonus, but, you know, you just have to worry about the required items. So for the required items, we'll go over here, and we kind of get to deck out how the room's going to look for us. So for this, I don't really spend too much time. I just go into like bam, bam, get our galaxy map over here. And let's see, we're gonna need a flight stick over here for my... If your ship isn't an autopilot, you will definitely need a flight stick. I mean, regardless of which, I do believe it's a required component. And you have the basic commander chair. This one is not required, but if you set up a flight crew member over here in the base and the command chair, he'll be able to, like, you know, bark out orders and probably increase your workers' proficiency in combat and other events. So we have that. We have some plants over here. I guess we'll probably, you know, give the command room a little bit of decor right there. That's cool. That'll do. And then we could put up some lights too. So we'll do like bam, bam, and let's see. Oh, hey, before we forget, actually, more important than lights is gonna be, hey, you, my friend, need to like leave right now. More important than lights is gonna be these guys right here, the autopilot monitor and the targeting monitor. With the autopilot monitor, if you have nobody to fly your ship, you could go ahead and put it on autopilot. So I guess we could just place this like right here. That's right. That's cool. And then the targeting monitor will give you better targeting when you're in combat. So obviously, I'm not sure if you stack these, it'll give you better targeting. So I'll just do like 2 of them because I have room for it. And then we'll do like a vertical light. That's fine. Not really too lit up in here, but so be it. So that's going to be our command room right here. We're done with that one. Let's go into the next one. For the next one, I like to do engines. Engines, I normally go for a bigger size than what's required because it gives me more chance to add more consoles in there. So for the engine, I do believe I normally go with 13. So over here, you can pick out the type of layout you want for the, I guess, the wall area. Doesn't really matter. So we'll just go with that one. Let's go into 13, I want to say. So this will be 10, 11, 12, 13. That's normally my good point for that one. And then for the last spot over here, I normally do... What did I do back there? I want to say I do the command room, but... No, I do the cafeteria there, if I'm right, or the bar. Actually, the bar, yeah. So let's go into the bar really quickly. I know. You what, Falcon, you have the bar next to the command room and the engines? Is that a good idea? Probably it isn't, but so be it. So, we'll just do this that way. That's cool. Obviously, it's only 7 spots, but I do a little bit of extra spots in there to add some more stuff. So let's go back to the engine here really quickly, and we will deck this bad boy out. For the engine, what's required is going to be the shield generator, so we'll place that here. We're also going to need a weapon energy tank, which we could just place anywhere, I guess, but let me try to do a different layout. We'll put it down here, and then we need the basic FTL drive so that my ship could fly. And then we need some of these bad boys here. Oh, you know what? This layout might be incorrect for me because I won't be able to fit an extra one in there. No, okay. So I messed up on this one. You get out of here. You, my friend, need to come up here, I want to say then. And then the FTL drive, there you go. And this will give me room to actually add 1 shield storage and then 1 weapon storage as well. Should be room for another one in there. I mean, come on, look at that. But it can only do 1, so be it. And then we can do some lights over here as well. For this one, we don't have to worry about any monitors, so we'll just deck it out with some lights. So we'll do like bam, bam, bam. Oh god, I removed that one by mistake. That's fine. Bam, bam. I want some light in there for you guys. So you make it work a bit faster. There you go. That's fucking lit up as well. You probably need some sunglasses just to walk into this room. All right, so let's go. Engines, command room. We need our cafeteria or bar now. So with the bar, relatively easily. All you do is a full bar here in the middle. You can set up a jukebox, which, by the way, the jukebox will let you switch music in game, which is actually pretty neat. I won't have enough room for a bar table, unfortunately, so they're gonna have to, you know, drink at the bar. No socializing away from the bar, apparently. And we can do some televisions for them. We'll do bam and bam. You can watch the game right there. And no room for lights. We'll just do a little plastic shrub right here. And plastic flower tree. Give it some decor. Swaggiest bar of all time. Hey, you come over here. Hey, get your ass right here. The clicking can sometimes be a bit off. Alright, so that's fine. Let's go over to crew quarters. Really, really important stuff. For the crew quarters, I do believe I go with 13 as well? Or am I wrong about that one? I think I do 11, actually. Or maybe it is 13. I think it's 11. So, let's see, crew quarters. We will do room building. I want to say it's this point through here. You know what? No. Let's go with the... I know for the bathroom, I do the minimum. So, whatever the minimum is, then this will be crew quarters if I'm right. So, bathroom's going to be set up right here. And for the bathroom, we're going to need a shower. We'll do 2 toilets. And a shower. That's all you really need. You want to have enough room for people to come in there and peep and, like, you know, poop. And go ahead and take showers and whatnot. Hygiene and hunger and, you know, pooping is going to be all important stuff that we have to set up over here. So all that we're doing is not just for show. It's going to be something that really important part of the game here. And then we could just do some plants over here. Nothing like seeing a few plants after you take a poop. Alright, so let's go back into crew quarters now. And now that I have an idea, we could do this straight up over here connection. That'll be my crew quarters. Let's go ahead and set up some stuff. We need some double bunk beds. We'll do like 1, 2... I want some basic lockers as well. The basic lockers will give us energy +1. Only 1 allowed in the room. So all of these have a few things that will give you like plus capabilities on something. For instance, the basic double crew bed will give you plus energy and a crew size of 2, as opposed to basic crew bed, which will be 2 energy, but you could only hire 1 individual. So they'll rest easier with a basic bed, but you'll have less people working for you. So we'll do that right there, and then we want some posters. The swimsuit poster is going to give us what? +1 of fun. Workout poster is going to be +1 of health, and then we have energy with the recruitment poster right there. Great. Can I add some shrubbery for you? A cactus right here by the dude's dong on the poster. How about that? Okay, so that's cool. And the last thing we need is going to be the cafeteria. So for the cafeteria, we'll use up the entire room. No reason not to. And we'll do food replicator here, and might as well have 2 of them because we have room for it, and we'll do a vending machine. The vending machine does a bit of a boost to this, so I believe the vending machine will make it so that whenever they do eat, they'll get like a longer sated amount of hunger being sated for a longer period of time, if that makes any sense. And then we'll do table. So that'll give you like a table here at the bar. I'll make it up for you down here. Trash can, and then should be some monitors here, but no, huh? All right, so we'll do light, and that should be good for you guys. Trash can, 1 by the exit as well. I want you guys to be clean, and some shrubbery right here. Another cactus. We're really big on cactus in this ship. So we're done now. Let's go ahead and we need to hire some people. So once this is all done, recruitment. Right now we could hire up to 6 people, so we'll do 3 and 3. So let's see, I'm going to do 3 flight crew and 3 mechanics. The flight crew will take care of all the stuff in the command room, and then the mechanics will run around and fix your items and also fix the engines. So, let's see. After you do that, you have to set up their schedule because they're a bit too dumb to kind of work on their own. So, you know, if you don't tell them to go, you know, work on something, all they'll do is just run around, drink, and eat all day and, you know, take shits and shower. That's all they'll do. So, for the flight crew, I like to do this. We'll do... You, Cordell Ryder, are now going to be our designated weapon system dude. And I'll give you midday off. So that's going to be your free time to go peep, go poop, go eat, go get drunk, whatever you have to do. Weapon, and for combat, weapon. Next guy, Casey. Casey's going to be my flight consoles guy. So you go over there. Your free time will be in the afternoon. So that's your free time, and then flight console, and then flight console. And finally, Kip Falker. You're going to be our shield guy. Your morning's going to be free, so luckily for you, you get to sleep in every single morning. And then we'll go shields, and shields. There you go. Alright, so somebody off in the morning. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to give you. Yeah. You, my friend, have the free morning. So free time in the morning, free time in the midday, and then free time in the afternoon. Everybody works the evening, and everybody works combat. Alright, so engineers. Much the same. Wyatt Boot, you are now going to be our generator guy. You'll have midday free, so we'll do that, and that. For the engineers, there is less things to do. So all they could either do is fix the generators, the engines that I talked about, or fix the items in the area. So for this, I like to have 2 generator dudes and only 1 object person. So you'll work on this one. Your free time will be in the afternoon, so do that. And since the engines are really important, I'm going to have 2 generator guys. You have the morning free, so generator, generator, and generator. Excuse me. Free time, I said. So free, free, and free. Generators, ship objects, and generators. Alright, all this is done. I think we're almost close to getting started here. Let me go ahead and turn on the lights in the rooms. How do I do that again? Ship stats. Room's always on. Or light room's always on, so we could always see what's happening in there. Alrighty, and we've already used up our research points. We're ready to go. Let's go ahead and what I could do is put somebody into flight control to either fly the ship, or we could do autopilot, but I guess we'll do autopilot. Enable autopilot, and let's go ahead and set our destination here. So, this is where we start off. We start off in Earth. We'll fly over here to the right. Until you increase down the line your scanners, you won't be able to tell what's ahead of you, so we don't know if this is going to be any events, any difficulty. We don't know about the alien presence, ownership, and distance, so it's kind of a shot in the dark here. So we're finally taking off. Let's go ahead and fast forward this. I know it's kind of a bit of a slow start, but you know, that's the name of the game early on anyway. Getting everything set up here in time. Congratulations on your first successful jump. We truly are counting on you out there. If you encounter another member of Earth's fleet, they should be able to assist you in whatever you require. Thank you, we will do our best. The transmission ends, leaving the vastness of space ready to be explored. Alrighty, so let me pause here momentarily. Let's go ahead and look at what's happening around us. So we're here. We have something over here, this over here, and again, we don't have any information until we increase our scanners down the line, or level up our dudes as well. So this is the closest one to us. We'll come over here. It's going to take us, about an hour, apparently. And we'll go ahead and fast forward. Since we're using autopilot, nobody has to be at the flight control. But, assuming our autopilot was down for whatever reason, we could put somebody over there to kind of do their thing. And already I'm seeing an issue here. This guy is, I'm not sure if he's stuck in the restroom or not. This is one of the bugs that I encountered early on in the past, where they would just stand in front of the restroom and never really pee or poop. And that might be happening right now. And if so, I'm going to be really kind of perturbed about that. Because I thought they've already fixed that. I mean, I didn't have an issue earlier, so I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, we got to our destination. As we got there, a ship appears to be in distress as another ship appears to be continuously firing at it. Attempt to save the defenseless ship or avoid the conflict. You know what? If we get in a fight early on, we're going to get wrecked, so I'm going to have to avoid the conflict and continue. I'm sorry, dude. Sounds reminiscent of screams can be heard over the radio from the attacked vessel as the damaged ship docks and invades the other vessel. The sounds eventually stop. Yeah, I know. Believe me, early on, you're going to get destroyed so easily, so you might as well avoid combat whenever you can. That's just going to be, like, my only tip that I could really honestly give you. Avoid combat as much as possible. Let's see. Can you work on boosting our weapons, perhaps? Like this here? Like you, my friend. There you go. Yeah. Work on... this will basically store up power for our weapons whenever we do have to get into some combat over here. So that's what he's going to be doing. Great. Let's go, and since we did nothing over here, we'll set our destination to somewhere else. 204. There's more of a cluster over here of stuff, so I guess we'll come down here first and fast speed through. Now we have some power we've been stored up. This guy's stuck over here, apparently. This is what I talked about. This is the reason why I didn't want to cover it earlier, because this kept on happening, and now apparently it's back. Every single time the camera goes on, it's kind of like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to sit over here in front of the restroom and just shit myself. Instead of just going to the restroom. I'm not even sure what the problem is. He's got the entryway right there. Look, dog, can you come over here and just get some food? Like, you can move him away, but I don't know, maybe just moving him will reset it. I hope so. So he's down to get some food. It was just the restroom. He just wasn't down for that. I don't know, I'll give it some time, and hopefully it's not a big issue. If somebody else uses the restroom properly, I think we should be fine. Yeah, see, the restroom's fine. I guess it was just that guy, momentarily. Maybe he didn't have to use the restroom. Maybe he was thinking about it. I don't know. A sea of asteroids appear to off in the distance. Amidst the asteroids, a light appears to be seen in the middle. Try to obtain the beacon, or mark the node on the map and continue. Let's go ahead and try to obtain the beacon. As the ship approaches the beacon, a small alien scout ship appears and begins to open fire. It appears this location was set as a trap. Oh, good, we're gonna die already. Great. Let me pause momentarily. This guy's got 1,000 HP and 50 shields. Yeah, we're fucked. Yeah, I don't know, 990 HP or 100 HP. I don't know who's got the upper hand here. So, you know, I'm gonna just die, if you don't mind. I'll just shoot my cannons over here. Not gonna do really much for us. We took down his shield now. I don't know, maybe we survive it. I don't know, I doubt it, but here we go. Let me go ahead and pause. What I could do, I want to boost my shields for sure. And I want to boost my weapons for sure. Okay. This will give us some more energy power. Hey, you know what? We're doing some damage here pretty well. Maybe the storage actually helped us out a bit. Now he's got a hit. Oh, hey, you know what? We might win this one after all. How about that? Your boy Falcon coming through in the clutch over here. Get a shot in there. Oh, no, he's almost down. Yeah, we actually won. How about that? I thought I was going to die, like, instantly, like, no problems asked. We got 5 supplies. The supplies will be used to actually feed your people on your trip. So if you're almost at a 0, you will be dying because you won't have any food to feed these people. So you have to come back to Earth and resupply yourself. We got 25 experience. We got 1 extra research point as well. How about that? And we got a few level ups too. Hey, good on you guys. Good on you guys. Hey, pause it up. Pause it up. So who leveled up? You did, huh? Let me go into my crew quarters over here. So once you level up, you go to your attributes over here and find out the individuals who actually skills, right? So we have Wyatt Boot who leveled up. You're going to be an engineer. Let me go ahead and give you repairs, obviously. And then for our flight dude, I'll go with maybe consoles, I'm going to say. Yeah, consoles. Perfect. Alrighty. 2 guys leveled up. Let's go ahead and set our next destination. We'll come down here. Not sure why the little turkey, the little drumstick keeps showing up, but look at that. I mean, it keeps showing up on my map. I understand if it shows up here because it's telling me to go eat, but otherwise, whatever. Alrighty, so you guys are storing up energy power again? Please do that. That was actually really helpful in that win. If not for the energy, I think we'd have probably lost that one, but hey. I'll be honest with you, I really haven't had much success with this game in terms of fights. This is probably the second time I've ever won one, so I'm really excited about it. We get to show off more of the game here a bit longer. We have a level up over here. Let's slow it on down. And let's see, skills. Casey Swanson. I could level you up from here. 1 second. A man-sized pod can be seen off in the distance. From his distance, it is hard to determine if there are any signs of life. Let's go ahead and examine the pod. The remains of an alien life form were found inside. The aliens appear to have some form of data pad on them. We got more research points. And now we can also upload the data pad. Ooh, nice. Let's see. Crew member, I will also give you consoles. Perfect. Alrighty, hey, we're actually surviving here longer than 2 planets. I am quite surprised. You usually die really, really fast in this game. We'll do, I guess, 1 more jump, and then we'll start wrapping it up. I guess you guys get the idea, though. It's kind of a difficult game to, like, you know, start off with. There's a lot of, like, little, I guess, like, mechanics that aren't really explained too well, but, you know, eventually you get the hang of it. And everything seems to be running smoothly now. They're using the restroom properly. Okay, so hey, at least the bugs seem to be gone. I guess that thing was just a momentary hitch. Upon arrival, there appears to be a comet streaking through space at a great speed. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and be experimental since it's only a one-shot. Let's get closer to the comet. Hey, look, we got some rewards out of it. As the ship comes within a view of the comet, an odd glow can be seen emanating a peculiar energy. Add the findings to the ship's logs. And obviously, once you've done all this stuff and you're out of, like, you know, supplies... By the way, we have some more research points over here to level up with, but you can only level up back home. So at this point, whenever you're starting low on supplies or you feel you're about to die, you can start heading back to Earth and then upload your new research and then open up some new ideas and stuff like that. So this is the Sentient. Really fun game. It's still early in development. I'm going to keep my eye on this one because it does seem relatively interesting. This is only just kind of like tip of the iceberg type stuff here, but it gives you an idea how it plays out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.